fans are still reeling from all of the recent changes being made by the new DC boss James Gunn. As uncertainty falls over the comic universe, speculation is running wild when it comes to who will be playing what part. Ever since the news broke that Henry Cavill will no longer be the Man of Steel, fans have been wondering who will be next to take on the iconic role, and according to the internet, the replacement has been found. Fans of the DC film franchise were surprised to learn that Henry Cavill will no longer be playing the role of Superman in the Man of Steel movies. The news of Cavill's departure was confirmed by Warner Bros., the studio behind the franchise, in a statement. Cavill first played the iconic superhero in 2013's Man of Steel and went on to reprise the role in 2016's Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice and 2017's Justice League. He was also set to star in a standalone Superman film, but it was reported that the movie was put on hold due to a change in direction for the franchise. The news of Cavill's departure has left many fans wondering about the future of the Superman character in the DC film universe. The studio has not yet announced plans for a new actor to take on the role, or if they will recast the character at all. Many are hoping that Warner Bros. Will choose to reboot the Superman story rather than recast Cavill. This would allow them to tell a new version of the character's origin story and potentially explore different facets of his character that haven't been seen before, but instead they decided to go in a new direction altogether with a younger Man of Steel. Cavill did comment on his departure from the role, stating that he was sad to leave the iconic superhero behind, but ultimately also stated that Superman as a whole will live on without him. He has stated that Superman is a character very close to his heart, and he has loved bringing Superman to life on the big screen. Cavill's portrayal of Superman has been well received by fans and critics alike, and many are sad to see him leave the role. However, they are also excited to see what the future holds for the character and the franchise. Warner Bros. Has not yet announced any official plans for the future of Superman in the DCU, but fans are waiting with bated breath to see what the studio has in store. With Cavill's departure, it's an opportunity for the studio to reimagine the character and the story and bring a fresh perspective to the character. All of this does bring us to recent rumors that have been making the rounds regarding the replacement for Cavill. Jacob Elordi is the man that has been casted as the new Man of Steel, at least that is according to the internet. When it comes to Gunn though, he was very quick to dismiss the rumors, stating that the part is still very much open and uncasted. On Twitter he said, responding to the rumors, "My thoughts are no one has been cast as Superman yet. Casting, as is almost always the case with me, will happen after the script is finished or close to finished, and it isn't. We'll announce a few things in not too long, but the casting of Superman won't be one of them. When it comes to my personal opinion, Elordi definitely looks the part, but we all know that there is more involved with these roles than simply looking like the superhero." The rumors around Elordi's casting have sparked excitement among fans of the iconic superhero, as well as speculation about how Elordi will bring his own unique take to the character. Elordi is best known for his roles in the hit Netflix series The Kissing Booth and Euphoria. He has also appeared in several films, including The Beach Bum and The Mortuary Collection. While Elordi may not have the same level of fame as his predecessor, Henry Cavill, he has already proven himself as a versatile and talented actor. Many fans are excited to see what Elordi will bring to the role of Superman, and how he will differ from Cavill's portrayal. Elordi is known for his ability to convey emotion and depth, and it will be interesting to see how he will bring that to the character of Superman, who is known for being a symbol of hope and justice. James Gunn is known for his unique and offbeat style, and his ability to blend humor and action in a way that appeals to both critics and audiences. This approach could be exactly what the Man of Steel franchise needs to revitalize itself and stand out from the crowded superhero movie market. It's also worth noting that James Gunn has a good track record of working with actors who are not as well known and giving them the opportunity to showcase their talents, and this could be the case with Elordi. It's important to note once again though that no official casting choice has been made yet by Warner Bros. Or James Gunn, so we will have to wait for an official confirmation as to who will be playing Superman next. But it's clear that Elordi is a rising star in Hollywood, and his take on Superman could be interesting. As of right now, James Gunn has been keeping the future of DC very close to his chest, and it is understandable why he would want to do that. Although it might sometimes not feel like it, Gunn has only been appointed recently, and therefore it is understandable that they would want to wait for this transitional period before officially announcing what is next. At this moment we are still technically in the Snyderverse, with the new Flash movie coming out, as well as Jason Momoa playing the Deep one more time. Once we are officially done with that, I am sure we will be getting much more information in terms of what is next, although it will most likely be years until we start to get any type of real movies. As for Gunn himself, I am sure most people by this point are quite familiar with him and his record. Although some of his recent decisions have been head-scratchers, he will need proper time until we can fully judge whether or not he actually is the correct person for the job. Gunn has a long history in filmmaking, and thus it is understandable why he was chosen to lead. Interestingly enough though, for those who might not know this, Gunn was never supposed to be the man in charge of WB, as studio heads wanted Joker director Todd Phillips to take on the role of CEO, but he ultimately declined. When Gunn was first fired by Marvel in 2018 and jumped over to DC for the Suicide Squad, most fans were extremely excited as he was able to deliver one of the biggest franchises in superhero history. Marvel, of course, very quickly came to terms with the fact that their decision was rash and asked him to come back. Ultimately though, whether or not he was the first choice or last choice, he definitely does have the potential to be a great choice. By this point, I am sure most fans are familiar with the accolades and history of Gunn and why he would be a great choice to lead DC, but for those who might have forgotten, James Gunn is the filmmaker behind the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise before he was named as the new co-CEO of DC Studios at Warner Bros. The news of his appointment came as a surprise to many in the industry, as Gunn has primarily worked within the Marvel Cinematic Universe until now. Gunn will be responsible for the creative direction of the DC film slate, and this includes overseeing the development and production of upcoming films for the DC Universe as well as TV series and animation. The move is seen as a major shakeup for the DC film franchise, which has struggled to match the success of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Many fans and industry experts are excited to see what Gunn will bring to the table, as he has a proven track record of creating successful and critically acclaimed films. Gunn is known for his unique and offbeat style, and his ability to blend humor and action in a way that appeals to both critics and audiences. This approach could be exactly what the DC film franchise needs to revitalize itself and stand out from the crowded superhero movie market. It's also worth noting that Warner Bros.' recent decision to integrate the films and television shows in the DC universe together with the new streaming service HBO Max and the theatrical releases. This new role of Gunn may be key to the integration. He will be working with many other talented directors in order to bring this entire 10-year vision to life, and it is going to be interesting to see what happens. This is an exciting development for fans of both James Gunn and the DC universe, and many are eagerly anticipating the films that will be produced under his leadership. With Gunn at the helm, it seems that the future of the DC film franchise is in good hands.